3. Very good. Take a look in front of you. This is your new child! Take them home and feed them. That's how I got my parents. Very good. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I bring your attention to our incredible gift shop, to the face painters over there, amazing pictures, our 3 bars, and Madame Tasha, our fortune teller. Now, in just a moment, the Chamberlain will be arriving to announce the princess. Until then, I am Frederick, I am your town crier. I bid you adieu.
I'm just trying to stop my voice.
You've got $10 go and spend it, alright? I'll get some dollars.
Well, I'm making a list, checking it twice, wanna find out who's on your nice list. That's why I put the naughty and nice list up here so the kids can write that if they've been naughty or nice, and I cross-reference when I get back to the North Pole. Oh, yes. Got naughty on one side, nice on the other side. Which one are you? Then when I get back, I check in my book. Well, my big question is, how come you don't want to come see me? You can come up together if you like. Or you don't even have to say, you can just come say hi.
Let's show them.
She looks better. All rise and welcome Her Royal Highness, the Princess Anita of the and now. It is also customary in the presence of royalty to applaud loudly.
Welcome, loyal subjects, to my father's festival. We are honored by your presence. In celebration of this grand occasion, we have some royal entertainment. I present to you now Rado, the king of the gypsies.
Thank you, Your Highness. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we? To deliver us from our conquerors. And yes, there was a terrible battle. But in the end, Sebastian and his pirates were driven far and forever from our shores. And now, we celebrate each year with our Freedom Festival. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, our traditions are luck and good fortune. And also, ladies and gentlemen, most of our traditions are steeped heavily in magic. Capable of dancing in the air, she will ascend on the silks of royal fortune. Now watch.
The pirates are attacking! Get him, boys! It's over.
prisoners. This is another victory for Captain Sebastian the Black!
The Black!
There's a few more prisoners here than I thought.
If you're holding a green passport, come forward over to this side and stop. We've got blue over here, green over here. Everybody else stay where you are for the moment. Now you are responsible for cheering on your color for the entire evening and your corresponding pirate. Allow me to introduce the blue section to their pirate. He's brave, he's handsome, he's the captain's own son. It's Benjamin Blue! You're supposed to cheer him on. Let's hear it for Benjamin Blue! Alright, get him out of here, Benjamin. And I was going to introduce you guys to the green pirate, but he already left. So who cares? That was Jose, by the way. He's very strong. Now there's still 4 more colors out there. There should be red, there should be orange, there should be yellow, there should be purple. If you're holding an orange passport, come forward over here to this side and...
Lousy with pirates. You got your own sword, so you should be safe. In fact, I'm placing you in charge of this whole road, right? They all have to salute. Here they are. Too bright.
Daniel.
Here's instinct the line! Ye who stand before the book, swear to take by hook or crook. Anything your heart should need, and live and die by the pirate's creed. Well, this promise now is made by you. To your captain, you'll be true. To fly the flag of skull and bones, or walk the plank to Davy Jones. Mr. McGee! No! Oh, enough of this. You will all rise for the pirate's oath. Everyone up! And the raising of the flags. And all of those chosen to raise flags will do so.
I command it!
You command it? Antonio, Saxon, escort the little lads off the ship. We wouldn't want to make the little princess angry now, would we? Come here, little man. You stay here with me. Atta boy, come right here. Look up here. Now, I have a question to ask you, okay? Right up here. Are you going to be on Captain Sebastian the Black side? Good man. Now I'm going to teach you how to be a good pirate, okay? I want you to go find your family, steal all their gold and jewelry, and bring it right back to good old Captain Sebastian the Black. Can you do that? Good man. Look here, salute. Do your hand like this. Look here, put your hand like that. Atta boy. Turn around now, run along with Saxon. Go get all that gold for me. Keep your eye on me, Saxon. What do you think, Mr. McGee?
There's a lot of potential in that, but...
Oh, he had the gleam in his eye, lad. Give your Ronnie Ben. Kind of reminded me of you, lad, when you were little like that, huh?
One, Captain!
Listen, Captain, let's prepare the deck.
We have the sea.
The sea.
We have the sails.
The sails. Little princess.
Hoisted to the insects, huh?
I guess it's not like it is in all your fairy tales, is it, princess? Not quite so fearless anymore, are we? But tell me one thing before you die, princess. Where's your gallant hero now, huh? Where is he?
Right here! Treasure! Get up there! Get up there now! The ship! You will die here! Jackson! Check! Antonio, grab your weapons! Grab your weapons now! Well, Benjamin. It's time to show me you're a man, lad! Kill them, lads! Kill them all! Antonio, I have had enough of this boy. You may kill him now. Aye, sir.
Try this, Antonio. Finish it off, Antonio.
Oh boy, after all these years, you've learned nothing!
Benjamin! Here!
You stay right where you're at. You will now bow down in front of me. Bow down now. Look at your gallant hero now. I'm disappointed in you, Benjamin. After all these years, after all this time, then, did I not teach you anything?
On the contrary, you taught me well, old man. You taught me never to enter a fight without one last dirty trick up my sleeve.
Do your worst, lad.
To Benjamin Blue!
Ladies and gentlemen, rise and raise a cheer for the true heroes, your
Say hi.
Hi. Hi there. Have a good day.
Daddy, I went. Look, I got this because I went up on stage.
Ooh.
Because they chose me. First they asked Chantal, but Chantal said no. So he asked me, and I said yes, and I went up on stage. And then I got tapped on the head again because we had to get these red suits on, and we hat and a gun. And just to make, I wanted to see if it was real, so I pointed it at Dad, and I pulled the trigger, but unfortunately it wasn't real.
This is evidence I will use in court.
Hello, this is my news actually.
All right.
That show was too noisy.
All the guns.
I
yes.
nearly shooted
And the
the
cannons.
captain, and I got wet a lot. The food got wet, and we got these flags. Yes, these flags are. It has a picture of Dad on it. No, it has a picture of a skeleton on it. Yeah, and that skeleton is Dad. And Chantal, don't put it too close to the camera. And that skeleton is. We got this picture as well. A pirate trolley. We had it taken. Come on, you silly trolley! And look, Daddy's really tall, but he just says that we're midgets. Don't know where he gets that from. But we're waiting for the trolley, and I was saying that if the trolley doesn't stop for us, we're going to shoot the driver.
I think you might be right.
Chantal got this. Yeah, the princess was throwing it to people that were cheering and everything, so she got that. And I got this because I was cheering and I was going, hey! This says Pirates Dinner Adventure, child's name, and then you write my name there, and it says the above child has been sworn in as an honorary pirate and vows to be loyal to Captain Sebastian the Black, or else! And or else is in capital letters. Jolly, jolly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine. No problem.
We've got our little song.
Alright, fine.
여보!
거기 아닌데?
Hello everyone and welcome to the Great Movie Ride. Once again, my name is Veronica and I'll be taking you from this Hollywood soundstage right into the action of some of the greatest movies of all time, all on one tour. Just between you and me, this is no ordinary tour because the Great Movie Ride brings these movies to life and puts you right in the middle of the action. First, let's visit those great Hollywood musicals, starting in 1933 with Busby Berkeley's extravaganza, Footlight Parade, starring James Cagney, Ruby Keeler, and Dick Powell. Busby Berkeley got his start directing parades for the U.S. Army during World War I. When the war was over, he was ordered to produce camp shows for his fellow soldiers. In 1952, Gene Kelly was Singing in the Rain with Debbie Reynolds and Donald O'Connor. Did you know Gene Kelly also co-directed this movie? Can anyone tell me what movie this is?
What is it?
That's right. It's Walt Disney's Academy Award-winning film from 1964, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. Chimney, chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim, chimney. Hold on to those wallets and purses, folks. This doesn't look like a very good neighborhood. As a matter of fact, it looks a lot like the underworld, the scene of such classic gangster films as The Public Enemy, starring one of my favorite tough guys, James Cagney.
Charity, trouble, crushing.
In one famous scene, James Cagney shows a grapefruit in May Clark's face. She can never look at breakfast in the same way again.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's a very nice time. If Dutch comes around, he's going to leave you some beer, and you're going to take it. And you're going to kick in with the dog. And if you don't, somebody's going to drop by here and kick your teeth out one at a time. With me. Isn't them?
Just a bunch of rubber-necking tourists.
Shut up, you two. You want to blow our cover?
I'm sorry about the delay, folks, but I hate to run a red light, even if it just isn't a movie.
Hey, you.
You talking to me? Are you talking to me?
No, sweetheart. I'm talking to Dave in the funny-looking outfit over there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Come here.
Oh, I'm not supposed to leave my vehicle.
I said, get over.
Whatever you say, Muggsy.
Hey, how'd you know my name anyways? I've seen this movie. The heat's on, see? And your fancy car is my ticket out of here, so beat it. You're making a big mistake here, Muggsy. I said, scram out of here. You're gonna get hurt. I can't just walk out in the middle of the movie.
Here they come, boss! Get out, you grinders! They got
break the law. Watch this. No more red light. Sorry, boys, I'm making my getaway. Send my regards to the warden, suckers. What are you looking at? Alright, everybody mind your P's and Q's, maybe you won't get hurt. What is this, Jersey?
And now, the Old West, and two of Hollywood's legendary stars, Clint Eastwood and John Wayne.
Once I was marshal my trouble, fixing to get myself shot, hightail on out of here. Go right ahead if that's what you're inclined to do. A long time ago, I made me a rule. Let people do what they want.
Sleepy little bird, ain't it?
Oh, that's a mighty tough territory you're heading into, Pilgrim. I think about turning back.
Those horses are real.
That is, want my opinion. I reckon water.
Well, now then, when the clearance, it's the perfect time for me to collect up all your valuables. We'll start with the jewels.
It's the bank robber! Don't let him get away!
Hey, I don't even work this neighborhood, Flatfoot.
Drop your guns! You're under arrest!
This is nuts. And nuts to this. I'm getting out of here. Oh, let's look at it this way. It can't get any worse. Okay, it's worse. I don't know about you guys, but this is kind of creepy. What is this?
This is Alien. You are with Sigourney Weaver aboard the spaceship Nostromo. Something has gone wrong. One by one, the crew has vanished. And somewhere in the ship, a terrifying creature waits to claim its next victim.
Look, pal, I ain't no victim.
Warning! Remain in your vehicles. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
The emergency destruct system is now activated. The ship will detonate in T-minus 7. To override.
Look out! There he is again!
Okay, that's enough creepy crawly things for one day, right? Wrong.
Here in Raiders of the Lost Ark, amid 1,000 deadly snakes, Indiana Jones unearths a great treasure. Will Harrison Ford escape with his discovery? And what will be your fate? Beware.
Snakes. Why did I have to be snakes?
The dust of 3,000 years lies undisturbed in this ancient burial chamber. And on the chest of the great stone god, a priceless jewel.
Wow, get a load of that chunk ice. Time for me to get back to work. When nobody move while I go get the goods. I don't think they'd notice a few extra bodies around here. If you know what I mean.
But the jewel is guarded by a curse.
And those who dare defy that curse must pay with their lives.
She's going up.
Unbeliever, disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
See, I told you I was just going for some popcorn. It just goes to show you anything can happen in the movies. Now let's get on with the show. Ooh, I see dead people. The horror movie is one of my all-time favorite genres. Some of the best horror films were produced during the 1930s and 40s. But monsters, mutants, and maniacs are still audience favorites and continue to haunt us today. We are now entering the jungle, home of one of the most beloved characters of all time. No, it isn't George of the Jungle. Actually, it's Tarzan, portrayed here by Johnny Weissmuller. And over there we have Marina Sullivan as Jane, and the lovely and talented Cheetah as herself.
I've got a job to do. If I'm going, you can't. But I've got to do, you can't be any quiet. Look, I know that it being noble. It doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. He's looking at you, kid.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. That's the last line of a movie ever. Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman in the classic romance Casablanca.
Sometimes not scared. It's Disney. Look, Disney. That's not I got a video.
Here's my favorite movie star, Mickey Mouse, in one of his greatest roles, the Sorcerer's Apprentice in Fantasia. The sorcerer in this sequence is named Yinzig, which is Disney spelled backwards. Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. How often do you get to say that? I'd say we're definitely somewhere over the rainbow in one of the most beloved movies of all time.
The wicked old witch at last is dead.
The Wizard of Oz. No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too.
Oh, rubbish. You have no power here. Be gone before somebody jumps the house on you too.
Very well. I'll bide my time. But just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
I wonder how we get out of here. What do you folks think? Which way do we go?
I think I would go.
Follow the yellow brick road. Now, why didn't I think of that? Sing along, folks. You know the words.
There's Dorothy. See, this bit isn't scary, is it?
I hope you've enjoyed our tour through these great moments at the movies, but we've only scratched the surface of what Hollywood has to offer. There are thousands of other great movies out there just waiting for you to discover. And here are just a few of my favorites.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Quite warm.
You want to get Muppet Vision now?
Yeah, do you want to do the Muppet still? Yeah. I'm keeping mine on. Got tap.
Okay, penguins. Okay, penguins. Into the. You're not a penguin. You're a chicken. I told you chickens to stay on the other side of the road. Okay, why did this chicken cross the road? Ah, that's funny. Hey, penguins, I got a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Mom, it's really wet there.
It's what?
Where? Down. Let's see where it goes.
And welcome to you better sit down so people can see behind you. Okay. We can see clearly. Chill that walk. We're fine right here. The show's back. Also, yeah. Welcome to Say it with me. Nice.
Are you guys ready for some fast car chases? Yeah, to get you in the mood, we're going to show you some footage from some soon-to-be classic.
Now all you need to know right now is that our hero is in the red car and has a top secret envelope. Everyone else is just trying to keep him from leaving town with it. All right, Scott, your driver set? We can go whenever you're ready. All right, thank you, sir. Chelsea, rolling slate, let's throw on.
Yes, sir, rolling ballet chase, sequence 7A, take 1, mark.
Hero V1, stand by in 3, 2, 1. Action! complex vehicle stunts like the ones you just saw in that opening segment. And in order to make a great action movie, here's what you need. You need a great stunt team and fantastic stunt coordinator. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my lead stunt coordinator, Mr. Scott Hunter! You know what? Man, that was awesome. That was great. Great opening segment there. Hey, quickly, we see stunt coordinator in the movie credits all the time. Tell everybody what you do, please.
Well, what I do is coordinate the action out here on our set. I also have to make sure the director gets everything that he needs. Make sure he gets it safely.
Great point. For safety, our #1 priority around here.
Yes, it is. We put a lot of planning into everything going on our set today. You know what? I'll be back over with you. I gotta go check on the setup. You okay?
Yeah, no, it looks great. It looks fantastic. Yeah.
Playback's all right, sir.
Great. Let's see video assistant. Let's see camera 1, please.
All right, video system camera 1 should be coming up.
Beautiful. There it is. Now, I should mention, when you see black and white images on that screen today, you're actually seeing a video image of what our film camera captures. We call this video assist. It allows us to preview these shots before the film is actually developed. Now, these are cool shots. Some of these are from the camera truck that I was riding on. Now, notice how we framed the action. When that truck is driving up and down here in front of you, I keep that camera very low. It appears that those cars are going faster than they actually are. That's a great example of what I'm talking about up there on that screen. That's great. Now, Scott does all the planning of the stunts. Chelsea, you're calling all the ramp shots down here. Let's see some of those, please.
Sure, Jeffrey, can we see the ramps, please? All the angles?
These are very impressive from the truck. Let's see them played back here. Look at that shot. Fantastic. That car in reverse, up and over the ramp. Not easily done. Look at that. Pursuit cars following. These are great angles. That's from inside the car, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that shot. Beautiful. And some ramp shots here from under the ramps. That's great. Hey, let's go to camera 4, and when we get there, let's freeze it mid-jump, okay?
Sure, Jeffrey, can we show camera 4 and freeze that mid-jump, please?
There you go, that's what I want. Now, Scott, that's a very special car up there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's an understatement. We can't go by a dealership and pick up cars for this type of thing. In fact, we designed all these cars from scratch for this film shoot. Every one of these cars out here has 4 forward gears and 4 gears in reverse, so we can really accelerate with them going backwards. Actually, in this diagram, you can see there's not an engine in the front or the back of the car either. It's right in the center, right behind the driver's seat. Bounces out the car for us, gives us great maneuverability in the tight turns we've got out here.
Speaking of tight, there's no room in that thing, right? You're not taking the family home for the holidays in that thing, are you?
Not even close. Actually, you want to show them the car? The Heroes right backstage.
Yeah, we got time. Let's do that. It's a great idea.
Jake, come on to set for me. There he goes. Yeah. Just want to clip that out. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, put your hands together for our hero car driver. This is Mr. JT Heath.
Awesome.
And this guy is incredible. He can pull off 360s, 540s, just one of the best drivers in the business. You'll even jump in the car backwards. I think that's a nice... In fact, I'd like you to talk about that. Why don't you tell everybody how we do that?
Moment our camera. Go ahead, buddy. Tell them how you do that.
It's magic. That's right, it's magic, ladies and gentlemen. We'll let you know how we do this magic. This unique, one-of-a-kind car right here actually has a twin.
Number 2, come on, say.
As great a driver as JT is, it's actually very dangerous to drive a car at high speed in reverse, let alone trying to jump it backwards. So we built a duplicate car. Now these 2 cars, they're exactly alike in every detail, except for one. In this car, the driver is facing out the back.
That's right. Now we even took it to one more extreme, ladies and gentlemen. We even built a backwards stunt man, so it looks like he's driving, facing out the front. Look at this. Happy holidays, everybody! Woo! So excited. Ladies and gentlemen, our reverse driver, Mr. Alan Diantoni!
Alan Diantoni, ladies and gentlemen. Backwards in every way that's possible. Look at that. It's beautiful. All right, Mom. Some of you might be wondering how we were able to switch these cars in the middle of the take you just watched without anybody noticing. Which, we get some footage of the switch backstage, don't we?
Sure. Jeffrey, can we put that on the big screen, please?
There we go. Okay, there we go. There's our hero car driving in reverse behind the set. And Alan in our reverse car is up there waiting in position to take over.
That's absolutely right. Those 2 cars are like runners in a relay race passing the baton. When the main car disappeared, the reverse car took over without missing a beat. You got it. Chelsea?
Sir?
You're in charge. Go ahead, take over, please.
All right, not a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I've actually prepared a treat for all of you. One of Disney's original action stars is backstage waiting to meet you guys, but I want to tell you a few things about him. Now, he's made many films for the studios, and as I understand it, he's performed all of his own stunts. You guys know what I'm talking about? All right, let me give you a few clues. First, he's very lovable, and second, he would never bug you. Everybody know who I'm talking about now? That's right, Herbie, as in Herbie the Love Bug. Jeffrey, roll footage for me, please.
fantastic, beautiful. Thanks, guys. Got a thumbs up from everybody. Scott, these storyboards are fantastic. Looking forward to this. Chelsea,
Yes.
this is fantastic. Hey, where we go?
Well, yes,
They double booked it.
All right, hey, listen, will you set this up? This looks awesome. We can do that. Some on the charts. Stand by, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next scene is a continuation of our chase sequence. Now, our hero is still being pursued. He's still trying to get out of town with that top secret envelope, but it's not as easy for him to maneuver with these giant market carts and big trucks in the way. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see how he does. All right, Dennis.
All right, we are all set here. Scott, you ready to go? Thumbs up. Chelsea, roll it, Slater. Let's try one. Very excited. Here we go. Stand by, please.
Sir, rolling. Blockade. Sequence 8. Take 1. Mark.
Hero, V1, V2, stand by in 3, 2, 1.
Action! Lots of cameras rolling down here, and rightfully so, because this was full of action. Look at that car hitting the truck, up and over, into the airbag. That's fantastic. A car into an airbag, virtually unheard of in filmmaking. You watched it live here. These are great angles. I'll be able to edit this together very dynamically, never staying on one shot for more than a couple seconds. These are beautiful. Look at that, sailing right into that airbag. You're probably wondering about that airbag we keep talking about. You'll never see it in the finished film. That is the magic of editing.
And if I can add something, it's actually also the reason why we always tell you not to try stunts like this at home. There's a lot of safety equipment that we put out here that you're never going to see in a finished film. And as I mentioned earlier, the cars are especially designed for these type of stunts.
You know what, Scott, that was awesome. Exceeded my expectations, absolutely. In fact, we're a little ahead of schedule. Let's do the pickup shot we were talking about, the hero's escape. Can I do that?
Yeah. You want me to get the car?
Yeah, do the car. Do the rest, okay? It's going to sound crazy. Hey, Chelsea? Hey, listen, we're going to do that pickup shot, okay? Now, this is going to sound nuts. We talked about this earlier, but listen, all the drivers are busy, so I need a driver from the audience right now to come down here on the set, okay?
That does sound crazy.
Now listen, you know how these cars are designed? You have to have good hand-eye coordination, a sharp mind. You know, inside these cars, it's like playing a video game. You're tight in there, you know? In fact, tell you what, I just thought of something. Give me a kid. Give me a kid. Yeah, there's some kids' hands up there. This will be great. Give me a kid down here. This will work. Go ahead.
You want a kid to drive one of these cars?
Trust me.
All right. Well, your hand shot up right away. You want to drive one of these cars? Hey, come on down here. Give a nice round of applause for volunteering so quickly. Yeah. What's your name? Brandon. Brandon? Where you from, Brandon? Mississippi. Mississippi. Brandon, you got a driver's license there in Mississippi? No. No? How old are you? 11. Oh, that was funny. Well, Brandon, come on over here and meet our director. This is Dennis. Dennis, this is Brandon.
Brandon, hey, buddy. Welcome to the set. Welcome to the stunt team. Now, we brought you down here for a really cool reason. There's a great scene in the movie where a hero calls for his car, uses a remote that's built right into his watch. In fact, we already shot some of this. Let's show him some of this footage.
Sure, definitely. Can we show Brandon the footage now?
Man, look at this. It's all edited together, all polished right now. We shot some of this. Look at it. He calls for his car, uses a remote, building his watch, car comes on its own. Hero jumps in. He skips out of there. Brandon, I need you to drive that car, no longer shot for our movie. And here comes Scott with that beautiful car. Look at it shining in the sun there, Scott. I know you want to talk about it. It's your baby, right?
Oh, it is, man. I tell you, one of our favorite little things out here. fact, we just got done polishing this one up. This thing is our full-size RC car that you're going to get to drive with this remote control. I don't think you guys have shot on the inside of this car, too. Now, this thing is exactly like the other Hero car on the set, like the one you saw JT driving, with one exception. With this one, I can turn that steering wheel back and forth with this remote control. In fact, I can control everything, even rev the engine with this button in the center. Yeah, this thing's a blast. It'll do all kinds of incredible things.
Brandon, isn't that an awesome car? Yeah. Are you excited to drive it? Kind of? That's pretty good. Have you been good this year? Look at that camera and say, Mom, can you add that to my list?
Mom, can you add that to my list?
Okay, there you go. Got you covered. Got you covered, buddy. Okay, there you go.
All right, Brandon, I know you might be a little nervous because it's kind of an expensive car, but nothing to worry about. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. This is really the only lever you need to worry about. This way is forward and this way is reverse. I'm going to put my hand right here with you. Yeah, you go and put your hand right on top of it. Now watch the car as we go forward with the lever. The car also goes forward, nice and slow. There you go. Perfect.
Perfect. You good?
Nice and easy. Now, whenever you want the car to stop, all you gotta do is let go, and the car stops. Nice. Go put your arm right back on there. Then when you want it to back up, you just pull the lever towards you. Car back up.
Brandon, you've driven an RC car before. It certainly shows. We need a little more room for this shot, so I'm going to bring you all the way back to the bridge. Let me help you here, steer. You are doing great, Brandon. Trust me. Fantastic. Picked you for a reason. There you go. Okay, perfect. All right, Brandon, I mentioned the pickup shot. Now, this movie is full of action, as you can see. Okay, you're going to be part of this action right now. You're going to bring that car forward again, but this time we're going to start rolling these cameras. Go ahead, punch it. Go ahead, roll the cameras now. Go ahead, have fun with this. Go ahead, buddy. Roll it. Punch your car here. There you go. All right, easy does it. Easy does it. Right, remember, expensive car, right? Don't drive like that, guys. Okay, what are you doing? Easy, easy. It's expensive. Slow down. What are you doing? Side there. Can you see? He's still in the mud. He doesn't care. Listen, we're having a little fun with you, but there is a scene in the movie where a hero calls for his car using remote building was watching like you saw on that big screen a moment ago, and now you know how we did it. It's a movie making secret. Isn't that cool? Did you have fun? Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming down here. Happy holidays.
Nice round of applause for our honorary stunt driver, Brandon!
Ladies and gentlemen, keep the applause going for RC truck driver, Miss James Chick. Take it out, James. What is that? Thanks, Sarah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're shooting this as we often do in the movies, completely out of sequence. You see it all the time. We save the more complex stunts and difficult stunts for the end of the shoot. That's exactly what we're doing right now. As you can see, I've ordered the clearing of the set. Here to kick us off is exciting stunt, Mr. Scott Hunter. How you doing? A little windy up there?
Oh, no, it's perfect. That's great. How you guys doing out there? Everybody having a good time? Let me tell you, one of the best things about being a stunt performer is I get to do something different every day. One day I can be doubling for the hero like JT's going to in this scene. The next day I get to shoot at it. Some of you probably even noticed this pad about 40 feet underneath me. And I'm taking the stairs down and I'm going to be falling towards that probably a little over 30 miles an hour.
All right, Scott, make sure you're all set. Thank you for that. Chelsea, make sure all your cameras are ready on that side, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, beautiful. This is Jake, everybody. Just spent a little while ago driving that awesome hero car. He's going to be doubling our star that's coming up. Jake, this is the opening of the movie. You know we shot some of this earlier as well throughout the week. In fact, let's show him some of the footage. We're going to remind Jake what he's going to be doubling here. Look at this. This is our first unit team. Look at this. This is our hero coming into the market. Now watch how sneaky she is. Watch. Top secret envelope we keep talking about. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. See? Right in the jacket. There it goes. That's already in your jacket. We're going to pick it up right here in the center here, okay? This is what's going to happen. Motos come in from 3 and 8 to the bad guys. They want that top secret envelope, okay? You run right into that motorcycle shop. You feel it's ready, okay? You got it. All right, Jake's all set. All right, beautiful. Chelsea, you ready to slay it?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, do it, please.
All right, rolling. Motorcycle chase, sequence 3, take 1, march.
Stand by. My countdown, please. In 3, 2, 1, action! notice that little pause that we had there in the middle of that scene. We had a motorcycle stall, and rather than cut, I wanted to keep the cameras rolling, and you can see why. It was pretty full of action back. Let's see some of that motorcycle slide in playback. That was awesome. So that burn, please.
Jeffrey, can we see the slide and burn all the angles, please?
Now we use a lot of cameras, a lot of angles for a darn good reason, right, Scott?
Yeah, we want to make sure we get this stunt all in one take so that our burn man doesn't have to redo this stunt.
Now look at this. He is fully engulfed, slid right through that wall of flames, and this is great. We had a lot of different angles on here, and you can see a very dangerous stunt. We have a team standing by to put him out. There you go. Down he goes. We put him out. It takes a long time for him to get ready for this stunt, right, Scott?
Yeah, it actually takes over 20 minutes just to get dressed for this stunt because he's wearing 5 layers of clothing. A dry layer of Nomex, a fire retardant material, layer of padding, another layer of Nomex. And we even soaked a layer of ice cold gel so he's got a thermal barrier to protect him from the heat. And then his final layer is a normal driving suit which has been covered with a flammable gel. And that gel is what actually ends up burning, not the suit underneath it.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, another big round of applause for our entire stunt team. As you can see, that was an awesome sequence. Now, as you're watching the shoot today, especially that last scene, you're probably looking down on our set, you recognize a lot of these vehicles. There's jet skis and the motorcycles. Probably look very familiar to you. Some of our cars, though, probably do not. Now, the set behind me, as we mentioned throughout the shoot, is a village in the south of France. Everything has to match for continuity, including all of the cars. In fact, Scott, we got a second here. This would be a great time. Can you bring a car here to Camera Alley? We get a cameraman over there. You can talk about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Mike, can you bring V2 out to Camera Alley for me? So we should get it going.
Got it? There you go. What an entrance. Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our stunt drivers, Mr. Mike Sawyer.
Yeah, what was every round of applause there, Mike? I just mentioned continuity and everything matching. Well, we had these oval courses shipped in from Europe, and then for the film shoot, we modified them to the ultimate extreme, right, Scott?
That's right. We actually had to strip off as much weight from these cars as we could, and the entire inside is actually reinforced with a same kind of crash cage they use in a rally car. We also pulled out the engine and replaced it with this one. That's a 1300cc motorcycle engine in these cars. So these things are really made for doing tricks. And these drivers, of course, are so talented. They make this stuff out here look easy. But I guarantee you that it's not. In fact, it requires complex timing of everything in here, from the gas, the clutch, even the emergency brake, which is even specially designed for the car. With this thing, it's made to automatically release when the driver lets go of it, which is hopefully different than your car at home. We have to push the button and manually release that e-brake. And I'm actually being shot in the gear shift as well. Now this car, getting into second, third, and fourth gear only requires a push forward on that stick, or a bump shift as we call it. But he can twist the handle at the top. It's going to give him 4 gears of reverse on the fly while he's driving. And actually, let me shift to the front of the car as well with this. Now that engine up here, we've got some extra room for some modifications. We actually put the fuel cell up here in the front. If I can get a shot at it. This right here is our fuel cell. If that looks small to you, it's because it is. We only hold about 1 gallon of gas in these cars. Only enough for about 15, 20 minutes of drive time. Probably a favorite for the drivers is this right here. Now this water cooler you're seeing, it's just a normal water cooler, but it's the replacement for an air conditioner for our drivers. Middle of the summer, it gets really hot out here. We had to design a vest for these guys with small tubes running through it. We'll pump the ice cold water from that cooler into their vest, and this is how we keep them cooled off.
I appreciate it, Mike. Look at that, buddy. Thank you very much, Chelsea. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more action scene to film, and as we're getting our cameras ready, I want you to get your cameras ready as well. We also have a little surprise for you. You just saw a lot of complex vehicle stunts. We're going to show you how those all fit together in the finished film. As you watch this up on the big screen in just a moment, look carefully at some of the cool things that we just shot. Motorcycle slide and burn, Scott's highball, the reverse car, along with footage that we shot throughout the week with our first unit team. It's the magic of editing and the magic of filmmaking. So Jeffrey, we're all set. Roll it. Cut it right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Jeffrey. We're moving on, or no? We're stopping. All right, stand by, everybody. We're just doing some final safety checks right now. We had a little issue, ladies and gentlemen, and again, we cannot move on until we know that everybody is safe and in the clear. So stand by. We apologize for the delay. Chelsea, we're going to. Chelsea, let's look this again quickly, okay? All right, let's just count this down. I'll tell you what, we'll use the same slate. We'll count it down, all right? Stand by, please. Give me a thumbs up. We're ready. You set?
Yes, sir, we are ready.
Okay, beautiful. Count it down.
All right. Hero, V1, in 3, 2, 1.
Action!
Hi, honey.
Una foto, ¿no? Pónganse ahí.
Alright, where's this?
Take a bite. Danny, hold it.
You want to sit in the chair? Yeah, I've been there a while.
Yeah, it's my new friend. Come on out here. Yeah, I know. I accidentally inhaled mine. All right. Can you get over there? I don't mean to make it. You know, you can do it. Go with it, but just stay there. All right. But, oh, you don't know? Mark, one shirt. Right here, so you find it, open that up just like that. You can use it if you want, or you can just look over and use your own creative inspiration, or you can just push the button right down there on the bottom, like that. All right, what's your name? Where are you from, Dana? Tennessee. Welcome to America. I know it's so hard. It ain't like that Walgreens and look where you just push the button. That's that information. Oh, we didn't even know. All right, I'll count down to 3, 2, and then after that, 1. Oh, thanks a lot. Ryan, it's
しまして。お名前はお名前。あやみちゃんかわいい。リサ、アメリカ人。リサちゃん。They speak Spanish. Oh, picture!
I know where you're at.
Did you get that? Because your strap was hanging in the way. It'll be me with a strap, and that can't be. Try it again. Okay? All right. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
Hollywood Holiday Parade.
Oh, it really is. I'm still in awe of those fabulous stars, Mickey and Minnie, the most famous Hollywood couple ever as the Grand Marshals.
And they're in their holiday plaid. Boy, those two really know how to celebrate.
And Stone, that's what this is, a true holiday celebration event. You know, everyone in Hollywood helped decorate these terrific cars.
You know, Gabby, we are really making some star-filled natural memories today. And I hope all of you out there are enjoying your day at the Disney MGM Studios.
Joining us today is a dynamic, power-packed team of stars, those defenders of the universe, the Power Rangers!
Oh, and we're talking an all-star megaforce of some of the most exciting and popular Power Rangers ever!
Sing us, we
magical memory stone, this parade is sparking some for me. Now, did you know that on Christmas Day, 1950, Walt Disney went on television to host his first holiday special? Walt always had a love for television, and that lives on today with Playhouse Disney.
And the folks from Playhouse are here today too, Gabby.
Oh, I love Bear and his friends. They're so cute.
We hope all of you are enjoying the day here at the Disney MGM Studios as all the stars shine with holiday cheer. And remember, when you wish upon a star, your dreams do come true. Santa has found his way to the Disney MGM Studios!
Kids, you better watch out. You better not cry, because he's making his gift list. Isn't it great to take a break from his workshop to be with us here today?
What holiday parade would be complete without the man himself, Santa?
Hooray! Oh, his sleigh looks loaded with presents, too. You know I like that. Oh, by the way, Stone, what present are you giving me?
Gabby, you're gonna love it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, tell me, please, what is it?
Well, you're gonna have to wait till Christmas.
Not fair! I'm gonna tell Santa you're being naughty. Santa!
Hey!
friends, then somebody bends. Unexpected scare, not unprepared. Beauty and the Beast. Just the same.
In fact, I was on my way over to visit my friend Bear today to see if he wanted to come and play. Hey, now does everyone know Bear in the Big Blue House? Yeah. Hey, well, would you guys like to meet Bear? Awesome. You know, because Bear loves it when his friends come out and play, so why don't we let him know we're here, okay? But I'm gonna need your help. So on the count of 3, I want everyone in here to shout really loud, "Hey, Bear!" Okay, you ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Bear, what's up?
I was just out for a walk, and I heard all these wonderful voices calling my name.
Well, that's because I brought some friends with me today.
Hello, everybody. It's so good to see you.
Hey, Bear, why don't we give them a great big bear welcome? Would you guys like that? Take it away, Bear.
Welcome to the Blue House.
Hello, I'm the small house.
Things to do.
All for you.
Howdy from the Big Bear. Want some fun?
Yes, dear.
Just for you.
I'm this new big house of blue.
Come on, everyone.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Big Blue House. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Big Blue House. Door is open. Come on in.
Now you're here.
So let's begin. Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Hi, Ojo. Hello, Trio. Hi, Pippin Pop. Hi, Tutter.
Wow, there are so many people. Oh, hey, Bear, let's do something really special for our new friends, okay?
Yeah!
Let's have
A clam bake!
Let's play a game. Oh,
Dance! Hey, that's a great idea, Trilo.
Let's dance.
Come on, Tutter.
Oh, no, I can't dance.
Oh, but Tutter, everyone can dance.
Yeah, Tutter.
Hey, do you like to dance?
Do you?
I'm getting that feeling again.
Oh, yeah?
It's an itching, a twitching, a scritching, a scratching.
Oh, Bear's getting itchy.
And you know what that means.
We sure do. That means it's time to dance the bear cha-cha-cha. So come on, everybody, get up and dance.
When I feel my toes start to twitch, I dance la 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 la. And my arms and legs get the itch. It's time to do the bear cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Everyone, Now you might notice some people stop and stare. Explain to them you're an honorary bear. Everybody now! Cha-cha-cha! Ah-cha-cha! Gonna cha-cha-cha! La-la-la! Cha-cha-cha! The bear cha-cha-cha! The bear cha-cha-cha! Cha-cha-cha!
Did everyone have fun? Ojo, Trila, Pip and Pop, Tutter.
Hey, Tutter! What you doing way over there? You're missing all the dancing.
And the prancing. Well, I don't really feel so much like dancing or prancing right now. Oh, but I'll sit here and watch you guys do it. Okay? Oh, okay.
Tutter, are you being a little shy?
Shy? Me? Well, yeah, I guess I am a little. I just don't want to look silly in front of all these people I just met.
But we're all your friends. Right, everybody?
Yeah.
We're your bestest friends.
Yeah, that's true, Tutter. Yeah, Tutter. We won't make fun of you.
Sometimes when I meet new people, I feel shy.
Yeah, everyone feels that way. But when you get to know someone, that feeling goes away.
Well, Tutter, you know there's lots of ways to meet new friends.
You sing?
That's right. And you share stories.
That's right, Bear. Hey, I know some great stories. You know what? Maybe sharing a story with our new friends might make you feel better, Tutter. How about it, guys? Follow me to the story. Here we go.
Everyone's on JoJo Circus. JoJo Circus. Get on the beat, we're gonna have some fun.
Come on, everybody. Dad, we want to JoJo Circus. Hey, hi, everybody. Welcome to the Little Big Top. I'm JoJo, and this is my best friend, Ski-Mo. Hi, JoJo. Hey, everybody. And this is my pet lion, Goliath. Now where did Goliath go?
Jojo.
Do you see him anywhere?
Hey, I heard him. Where is he, kids?
In the pit? Where? I don't see him. I still don't see him. Oh, there you are, Goliath. Hi, Georgia. Oh no, you have the hiccups.
Hey, I hear that surprising somebody can make the hiccups go away.
That's a great idea, Ski-Mo. Would you like to help us surprise Goliath?
Sure, Jojo, we all want to help, right, everyone?
Cool. First, I'll need all of you to stand up on your feet.
Okay, kids, stand up.
That's great. When I say gorilla, that starts with G. Here it is.
It says here, gorillas are the largest member of the ape family and weigh as much as 400 pounds. Oh my, that's a lot of pounds.
I could be big.
Aha, I was right. It says gorillas enjoy grooming each other and they can often be found picking through one another's hair.
Wow, that's cool. Hey, look at that.
Oh my, that's one gigantic ape.
What's he saying, Dennis?
I hope he's not saying he likes fish sticks.
No, Dennis. Actually, that's how gorillas say hello. Hey, I know. Why don't we all say hello to the gorilla? Like this. Great job, everyone. Look how happy you made him.
Hi, Mr. Gorilla. Do you have to brush your teeth every day?
Do you think gorillas eat goldfish, Stanley? Let's look in the book.
He's picking through my hair.
They only eat plants, fruits, leaves and tree bark, with the occasional bug thrown in.
I don't have any bugs in my hair, Mr. Gorilla.
He's grooming you just like a little ape.
Thanks, Mr. Gorilla, for helping me get cleaned up. You better go now so I can brush my teeth before bed.
I thought you didn't like to wash up, Stanley.
Hey, if a 400-pound gorilla can keep himself clean, so can I.
Good point.
Bye-bye, Mr. Gorilla. Dennis, I never would have known anything about gorillas if it weren't for you.
That's what friends are for, Uncle Hal.
I wish I had a pot of honey. I really wish I do. For if I had a pot of honey, my tummy would have honey too. Oh, yum.
And it's a good thing you do have a pot of honey, Pooh.
Oh, yes. Indeed I do. Well then, it is a perfect day.
Every day is a perfect day for a nice long.
Just a minute minute there, donkey boy.
What?
Why, you couldn't possibly sleep through a day like today, because today is the perfect day for some bouncing.
Hey everyone, Tigger's bouncing again. Come on, kids, let's all bounce like Tigger. Let's see who can jump highest.
Excuse me, Tigger, but I think I have a thought. Well, maybe you'd like to share it with us, perchance. Well, let's see here. Tigger, if your perfect day is bouncing...
And bouncing.
And if your perfect day is snoozing and snoring, and if my perfect day is a little yummy for my tummy, well then how can we all be right?
Oh, that's a good question there.
Oh, bother.
Perhaps we could ask Mr. Narrator.
Oh, did someone call me?
Yes, Mr. Narrator, we were just wondering, what is the perfect day?
Well, there's no such thing as one perfect day. We all like different things because we're each different. So we can all have our own special day.
Oh yes, so true. Now most people know I like honey sweet. And bouncing isn't everything, but it's everything to me. Everybody knows we just happen to like the things we like. That's just what we do. Everybody knows. Some things are true. You do what you do best. And that's just what you do. That's just what you do. Oh my goodness.
A little help from your new friends.
Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, man.
But hey, I say, well that's okay. 'Cause we'll see you very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. Tomorrow is like today. Time before you come and play.
terrific. Give yourselves a big round of applause. All right, hey, remember, you can catch all the favorite Playhouse Disney friends every day on Disney Channel. Bye for now, everyone. Have a great day. Go, baby.
Well, I know, but I thought it might look better that way, boss. It took us part of just keeping this hat on.
Well, you better make sure it stays on. Indiana Jones never loses the hat, right?
That's right.
Ready to move on?
Yeah, let's move.
All right, we got the shot. Fantastic. So, Terrence, let's strike and move on. 5 minutes.
Sir, all right. Strike my tempo. Moving on to Cairo in 5 minutes, everybody. Cairo in 5 minutes. Well, good evening. How is everybody doing so far? Excellent, excellent. My name is Terrence Gibb. I'm the assistant director of the second unit. The second unit shoots most of the stunt and action sequences for movies such as, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Today you're going to be seeing how stunts are created on the second unit. And before we get started, let me introduce you to somebody. Hey, boss. Can I know David for a moment?
As long as I get back in about 2 minutes, David.
Yeah, you'll get him in 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Harrison Ford stunt double, Mr. David Robinson. How you doing, everybody? How you doing, David? I'm excellent. Hey, this scene looks really good, but really dangerous. Why don't you tell everybody how you pulled it off?
Actually, I see, folks, that boulder is unbelievably heavy. It takes half the crew just to put it up in position.
Yeah, half the crew. Those are the two strongest people in the world right there, everybody. Yeah. Excellent, Tina. Look good.
All right, maybe it's not a real boulder, but it's not a cotton ball either.
He's right, it's no cotton ball. Our boulder is actually made of 400 pounds of rubber.